Hey, what's going on, everybody? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to your daily tarot card reading. This is going to be for Wednesday, March 31st. And the deck I'm using for you today is the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. So, whoops, I still have a card here from yesterday. So, we are working with the Fool card energy because we do have April Fools coming in. And, you know, I really wanted to do like dress up like a fool or something like that, but I'm like, I don't play that game, you know, I'm not a fool. But I believe in the Fool energy to move you forward into the next phase of your life. So we do have the Fool here. My only concession to dressing like a fool was wearing this wild cat in the hat scarf on my head. So, all right. So here's the Fool card from the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. And it looks like he's taking a bit of a pause, you know. The energy in every Fool card that I'm going to present to you slightly different, okay? And I love this one. This is sort of the caution, you know. There's people that just burst out of the gates, you know, no fear. And then there's this. Okay, so what's happening next? And I find this tends to be true for a certain age range, you know, or very, very cautious children. But it's like you do have a companion, and this is generally reflecting the inner you that is bouncing and ready to go. So there could be something holding you back, just sort of some sort of consideration. You could be looking at what is perceived as a block. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying, you know, all these things keep happening to block me on the path. And I'm like, and I said to him, the blocks are the path, you know? You have to figure out how to overcome it. And there's a lesson in it. So you got to be looking for the lesson in everything that is going to be presented on your path as you move forward, as you strive for new goals or whatever it is that you want to change, you know. So the Fool is all about moving forward. Okay, I've got a new idea. I've got a new job opportunity. I saw for many of you that are single, somebody coming in to your life, but this can be very challenging if you know you've been single for a long time, or you know, you had a really bad breakup or whatever the loss was all about. So what's the pause for here? Like, what are you doing? Like, why? So let's have a look at this. So you've got the Three of Coins. So this is the card of alchemy, and this is creating I'm pretty sure the timer just flipped to 3 as I pulled the 3. So that's quite an indication of luck. Okay, so you could check out angel number 33. I mean, you can create anything that you want here, okay? This is the card of alchemy. If you're not sure what alchemy it is taking what is available to you and transmuting it, transforming it into what your ideal dream is, okay? So you guys could be sort of looking at something and saying, well, I'll never get past that. And if that is the energy that you are promoting to the universe, it'll say, sure, no problem. We'll just make sure you never get past that. So make sure you don't pause too long. Monday was a really deep reading for you guys, just really kind of denying life and its forward motion. So you could have started, you know, done your healing, and then that, I see a bit of a regression back into sort of an old habit, because those are very comforting, where you're, you know, not answering the phone or not taking a chance on love or taking a chance on your life. But there is that part of you, and you see it here, that wants to get going. You know, there's a very energetic inner child, sort of puppy energy. Let's go. So, and you could be fronting that with your coping mechanism for how you got through a very difficult and challenging part of your life. So you can't let that come back in, you guys. You know, and you could put up fictitious roadblocks. And I know a lot of people do this for reasons that are very personal to them, but the roadblocks are the path, you guys. It's not so you can just like bow out and say, oh, I can't do that. I can't, you know, you can. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you. But that 3 energy is saying, okay, you can make this whatever you want it to be. And I had a couple cards come out here. So the Ace of Coins is like this massive gift from the universe is coming in. So sort of receding back into behavior that was devised to protect you from a devastating situation or breakup, that's probably going to block this gift. Like, you got to be able to open the door and outstretch your hands and invite it all in and have this really buoyant energy from this puppy that we're seeing in the Fool, and your inner child. You got to let your inner child escape today. Here, I'm going to just write that down. Hold on. So the second card that fell out of the deck is the High Priestess, okay? And we saw the High Priestess in Monday's reading. She has very important messages for you. She wants you to use your intuition to help you. And there's a wizard hat here. There is a slice of the moon. You want to look that up maybe and see what kind of significance it has for you. You know, and what she's doing here is, I'm getting the words like she's holding down the past, okay? So it's already been written. You don't have to keep going back and reading the same story. It's time to pick up the pen and crack a new chapter in your life here. And I'm sensing like a deep sort of fear for a lot of you, okay? So this is going to be a week of self-discovery. This is what the Fool card is all about, like what you're made of, how far you can go, you know, those mountains in your path, you're meant to climb them, not get stopped by them. So I really think you guys should look at, I was talking about how people survived horrifying situations and crimes and stuff like that, but people that do those triathlons and amazing races and stuff like that, I mean, they never give up until they cross the finish line. And this is what you're meant to do here. You're not supposed to give up before the finish line. And your finish line is basically, you know, your transition from this life into the next life. And are you there yet? No. So as long as you still have breath in your body, you should absolutely be moving forward, you know, and just doing a little bit better than yesterday, and keep doing a little bit better than yesterday. So you can transform your life and get this amazing gift that is of love and abundance that is coming in for you, you know. And don't allow your coping strategies become your lifestyle, okay? There becomes a point when the things that you do to cope with sadness or anger or fear, any devastation, the coping strategy suddenly shifts into becoming the problem. So that's a very fine line. And I just saw angel number 33 again, you guys. So it's a very important number for you guys to check out. And there's a very distinct energy here available for you guys to take advantage of, especially, you know, we just had a full moon, so things were revealed, you know, things come to the surface during a full moon, things you might not have particularly wanted to look at. But here's the King of Swords, and he's going, okay, you know, this is like your coach, your life coach coming in. And all right, okay, so try and leave emotion out of it to a certain extent. And, you know, let's have a look at where you can put things into your journal and archive them. So this could be a really good time for you guys to sort of archive your history, you know, in a loving, respectful way, because it was all there to teach you a lesson. And sometimes you were the linchpin in somebody else's lesson, you know. So if you're put into a situation where absolutely nothing makes sense, and you're like, why did that even happen? You could have been a bit player in somebody else's screenplay. So life is a very mysterious journey, you know. So sometimes you do have to separate the emotion from the intellect. And You have to allow the cold steel blade of just that painful thought, you know, to come in and say, okay, I'm done with this, and put it to the side. And again, archive that journal. So this is very, guys, this is a very heavy energy that I'm getting here for you. But it's also just going to free you so that you can move forward. And, you know, you can always go back and read your journal, you know, if you want to remember things and have a good cry, or remember someone in particular, you know. So just because something is in the past doesn't mean it has to be forgotten. And just because your past happened and it might have been very difficult for you doesn't mean that it has to control the rest of your life. And I'm seeing that all the way through so far, but with different sort of energies and ways of coping. So this could be a real like spring forward, you know, for you guys. So that's all I'm getting from the cards. So guys, take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.